friends, I'm Akash, and in this video, we're going to be taking a look at 22 different endonyms and exonyms of countries all over the world. Now, an endonym is a name of a country in its home language. An exonym is the name of a country in a language that isn't its home language. Now, for example, this is like India. The name India is its English exonym, but its endonym is Bharat. Now, this is just one example, and before we begin, I'd like to say that the countries which primarily speak English will have the same endonym and English exonym. This includes the US, UK, Canada, Australia, and New Zealand. So, let's take a look at the endonyms and exonyms for other countries. Now, of course, the first one is India, which is Bharat. Then we have the Philippines, which is Pilipinas. And to my Filipino viewers, please comment down below if my pronunciation wasn't quite right. Now, let's take a look at our next one, which is Spain, which is España. This makes sense as the Spanish language is Español, so España works well for Spain. Now, Mexico is México or Mexico. Then we have Korea, which is Han. Now, specifically, South Korea is Namhan and North Korea is Bukhan. South Korea's full name in Korean is Daehanmingguk. Dae means great or big, Han is Korean, and Mingguk means republic. So that means Daehanmingguk is Korean for Great Korean Republic. Now, the next one here is Japan, and its endonym is either Nihon or Nippon, like All Nippon Airways, which is one of the flagship carriers of Japan. Now, our next one is China, which is Zhongguo, and I might not be pronouncing it exactly right, but it's something along the lines of Zhongguo. Now, our next one is Norway, which is Norge. You have Sweden, which is Sverige, and most interestingly, you have Finland, which is Suomi, which is very, very interesting. Now, the next one is Hungary, which is Magyarország. You have Greece, which is Elada. Next is Russia, which is Russia. You have Ukraine, which is Ukraina. Then you have Germany, which is Deutschland. It's another well-known one as it's very different from the name Germany. You have France, which goes by France. It's spelled the same, but it's pronounced like that in French. And hopefully my French accent was good there. In Italy, it's Italia, of course. In Ireland, it's Eire, which is very interesting. It's E-I-R-E, which is wonderful. Now, in Brazil, it's Brasil. No, I'm pronouncing it Brasil. It's a W at the end because Brazilian Portuguese works this way, where the L's at the end of some words is pronounced as W. Hence, Brasil. Now we have Argentina, which is actually pronounced as Argentina or Argentina. Next, you have Turkey, which is pronounced as Turkia. And finally, we have Israel, which is pronounced as Yisrael. And that is the 22 endonyms and exonyms of countries around the world. I would have gone for some African countries as well, but Africa is so diverse, which is great. But that means that there isn't necessarily one language for one country, as all of the languages are spread out across multiple countries, which is brilliant. So, thanks so much for watching this video about endonyms and exonyms. Love you, Akash!